Willow Creek was quiet, peaceful, sleepy even. But beneath the surface a secret world thrived, a world of watchful eyes and silent paws. The stray cats of Willow Creek were its guardians. There was Oliver, a sleek black cat with emerald eyes, wise and cautious. Patches, a calico with a knack for finding trouble, always curious. Whiskers, the oldest, a fluffy tabby with a heart of gold, watching over them all. Together, they were a family. The protectors of their territory, their home. They knew every corner, every shadow, every whisper of the wind. They patrolled the alleys, guarding their domain from danger. Their lives were simple, ruled by instinct and the rhythm of the town. But destiny had other plans.
One chilly evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, a strange scent drifted on the breeze. It tickled Oliver's nose, urging him forward, deeper into the unknown. It was the beginning of an adventure, one that would change their lives forever.
The storm drain led to a labyrinth of tunnels, dark and damp. The air was thick with the scent of moss and earth. Patches, her curiosity insatiable, darted ahead, her white paws flashing in the darkness. Oliver followed closely, his senses alert, while Whiskers brought up the rear, his steady gaze scanning their surroundings. They walked for what felt like hours, the silence broken only by the drip of water and the echo of their own paws.
Just as their hope began to dwindle, Patches let out an excited yowl. She had found something. On the wall, barely visible in the dim light, was a series of scratches.
Oliver examined the markings closely. They were faint but undoubtedly deliberate. It was a map. The markings depicted a winding path through the tunnels, leading to a central chamber marked with a paw print. This was no ordinary map. It was a message from the past, guiding them towards the heart of the legend. With renewed determination, they continued their journey, the promise of discovery fueling their every step. The tunnels seemed to hum with anticipation, the whispers of the past growing louder with each passing moment. They were getting closer. The map led them to a cavern, larger and more impressive than any they had encountered before. In the center stood a stone archway, intricately carved with images of cats. This was no ordinary place, this was sacred ground. As they approached the archway, a low rumble shook the cavern.
Patches, never one to back down from a challenge, puffed out her chest and marched forward, her tail held high.
Oliver and Whiskers exchanged a wary glance but followed close behind. The archway glowed with an eerie light, bathing the cavern in an otherworldly radiance. 3 pedestals rose from the ground, each bearing a symbol, a paw print, a fish skeleton, and a crescent moon. It was a test, a challenge left behind by the Guardians.
Whiskers, his wisdom unmatched, knew what they had to do. This was a trial of their skills, their courage, and their loyalty. Each pedestal represented a different challenge, a test of their worthiness to inherit the legacy of the Guardians.
Patches, eager to prove herself, bounded towards the pedestal with the fish skeleton. A gust of wind swept through the chamber, and a holographic fish materialized, shimmering in the air. The challenge was clear: catch the elusive prey.
With lightning reflexes, Patches pounced. She chased the ghostly fish through the air, her movements a blur of orange and white. The cavern echoed with the sound of her paws scraping against stone and her frustrated hisses. Finally, with a triumphant leap, she snagged the fish in her jaws, the hologram dissipating into thin air.
Meanwhile, Oliver found himself drawn to the pedestal with the crescent moon. As he approached, the chamber plunged into darkness, the only light emanating from the glowing archway. Shadows danced around him, whispering threats and taunting his every move. He had to rely on his senses, his instincts, to navigate the darkness.
He moved cautiously, his ears pricked, his whiskers twitching, detecting every subtle change in the air currents. The shadows swirled, trying to disorient him, to lead him astray.
But Oliver was patient, his emerald eyes piercing the gloom. He would not be deterred. Section 6. The Heart of the City. While Patches and Oliver faced their trials, Whiskers stood before the pedestal with the paw print.
As he placed his own paw upon the cool stone, a low hum vibrated through the cavern.
The ground beneath them began to tremble and the air grew heavy with anticipation. The back wall of the cavern rumbled and groaned, slowly sliding open to reveal a hidden passage.
This was it, the heart of the city, the place where the secrets of the Guardians lay hidden for generations.
With a deep breath, Whiskers led the way, his heart pounding with excitement. The passage opened into a vast chamber, its ceiling lost in the darkness above. In the center, bathed in a soft, ethereal light, stood a magnificent structure.
It was a miniature replica of Willow Creek, crafted from gleaming crystal. Buildings, streets, even the park with its old oak tree were all perfectly rendered in shimmering detail.
As they gazed upon the breathtaking sight, they realized this was no mere model. This was a map, a living, breathing representation of their town, connected to its very essence.
This was the true legacy of the Guardians, a testament to their love for Willow Creek and their enduring protection.
Section 7. Ancient Echoes. As they explored the chamber, they discovered ancient scrolls, their parchment brittle with age, yet their ink still vibrant.
The scrolls told the story of the Guardians, their origins, their trials, and their triumphs. They were the protectors, the silent watchers, their spirits forever bound to the town they loved.
The scrolls spoke of a time when Willow Creek was a bustling hub, its streets filled with merchants and artisans, its air alive with music and laughter. But danger lurked in the shadows, threatening to destroy the peace.
And so, the Guardians rose, ordinary cats imbued with extraordinary abilities to defend their home. They learned of the Guardians' special connection to the town, their ability to sense danger, to communicate with the spirits of the land, and to wield the very essence of Willow Creek to protect it from harm.
They were not just cats, they were guardians, protectors, their destinies intertwined with the fate of the town itself. As they absorbed the ancient wisdom contained within the scrolls, they felt a profound connection to the Guardians of old.
Their legacy lived on, not just in the stories passed down through generations, but in the very hearts of the stray cats who now roamed the streets of Willow Creek.
Section 8. A Legacy Revealed. With newfound knowledge and a deeper understanding of their purpose, Oliver, Patches, and Whiskers returned to the surface, forever changed by their experience.
They carried with them the legacy of the Guardians, a legacy of courage, loyalty, and unwavering love for their home.
They continued their duties as protectors of Willow Creek, their bond strengthened by their shared adventure.
Patches, her adventurous spirit tempered by wisdom, became a cunning strategist, her keen senses always alert for danger.
Oliver, embracing his role as leader, guided their group with a steady paw and a compassionate heart.
And Whiskers, the wise old tabby, shared the stories of the Guardians with the younger generation, ensuring that their legacy lived on. He taught them the importance of their duty, the power of unity, and the unwavering spirit that resided within each and every one of them.
The legend of the Guardians was no longer just a tale whispered in the shadows. It was a living, breathing truth, woven into the very fabric of their lives, a constant reminder of the strength and courage that lay dormant within them all. Section 9. Forever Home. Willow Creek remained a quiet town, its secrets safely guarded by its whiskered protectors.
But beneath the surface, a silent understanding flowed between the cats, a shared purpose that transcended words. They were the Guardians, the inheritors of a legacy as old as time.
They patrolled their territory with a renewed sense of pride, their steps lighter, their hearts filled with the knowledge that they were part of something bigger than themselves.
They were the protectors of Willow Creek, the guardians of its secrets, the keepers of its heart.
And as the sun set each day, casting long shadows across the town, they gathered in their secret meeting place, sharing stories and laughter, their bonds unbreakable.
They were a family, bound by loyalty, forged in adventure, their spirits forever intertwined with the fate of Willow Creek.
For they were the stray cats of Willow Creek, and this was their home, their legacy, their destiny, and they would protect it, always and forever.